Hey everybody, Bill Owen from MMPCTech.com. How you doing? This is one of my latest builds. It's for the workshop at MMPCTech.com. And the case is a CaseLabs Bullet Micro ATX, the BH4. They also offer a full ATX and ITX version of this case. CaseLabs.net, California-based company. These cases are 100% made in their workshop by the Keating family. They do excellent work, and I'm proud to support a company that's made in the USA just like MMPC Tech. But this video is about the paint job that I've given this case. The paint was a Rattle can paint from a company called ScratchWizard.net. Maybe you've heard of them. They offer polyurethane automotive paint, custom mixed for aerosol cans, so you can touch up scratches or dings made in your car. But I thought, why not use it to paint a computer case? And since this is a metallic paint, I used a Rust-Oleum clear on it. So I ordered this custom color, and since this is a CaseLabs Bullet, I thought I'd do a Frank Bullitt tribute to Steve McQueen's movie Bullitt. And the color is 1968 Ford Mustang Highland Green. Oh, one more thing I need to note, everybody, is when I got this CaseLabs Bullet case from CaseLabs in 2016, at the time CaseLabs offered a factory primer base coat finish, so people like me could do their own custom color finish on it. Well, they no longer do that with the Bullet case. So if you want to paint the same case like I've done in this video, you'll have to order whatever color finish they offer and scuff the finish and apply a primer base coat before you apply this color coat from ScratchWizard.net. And a primer that I like to use, and I've used in previous video guides, is SEM brand Self Etching Primer, which you can get on Amazon.com. And what I'll do in the video description below is I'll post a link to one of my previous paint guide videos where I've used the SEM primer, so you can check that out and find out the information for preparation and precautions. Now, this isn't a color I could just walk into the local auto parts store and pick up off the shelf, so I went to these experts at ScratchWizard.net. I gave them the factory paint code. They mixed the paint into two 5.64 ounce cans for me, and the two cans shipped to me were $59. $59 for custom aerosol paint, that's not such a bad idea. I actually ended up ordering 4 cans altogether just in case I needed extra paint, and I ended up using 2.5 cans to paint the 18 individual pieces of the CaseLabs BH4 Micro ATX case. Now, for the clear coat, because you always want to use a clear coat over metallic, and I'll show you that briefly, I used Rust-Oleum's Painter's Touch 2X Ultra Cover Gloss Clear, and you can get this at most home improvement stores or hardware stores or Amazon.com. And just an FYI, when it comes to aerosol paints, they always ship ground. You can't ship these air because it is an aerosol pressurized can. First off, I'm going to put on some disposable gloves just so I don't get any dirty or greasy fingerprints on the pieces that we're painting. Now, this is the bezel off the CaseLabs BH4 case. Now, even though it has a factory primer base coat on it, we still want to go over the surface of this paint to create adhesion for the color coat, or the Rattle can paint that I'll be using. And in order to do that, I like to use, which I've learned from most auto body professional shops and Brad, is that red Scotch-Brite medium grit is ideal for going over the surface of the primer finish and creating adhesion. And you can do this without scratching or making big gouges in the paint. That's why red Scotch-Brite pads are awesome. You can get them at Amazon.com or local auto body paint supplier. Or on MMPC Tech, we sell 3-packs. So go over all the edges and corners and crevices with the Scotch-Brite pad. Then take a tack cloth and wipe off the piece to remove all the dust or, again, dirty or greasy fingerprints. And you can get tack cloths from home improvement stores, hardware stores, Amazon.com, or auto body paint suppliers. Then once you've cleaned off all that dust and dirt, you're ready to hang up your piece and paint it. Of course, always when painting, safety first, wear something similar to this filtered respirator mask from 3M. I got this at a local auto body supplier. You can get similar filtered respirator masks from home improvement stores like Lowe's, Home Depot, or hardware stores. Just be safe. You don't want to be inhaling toxic fumes from these paints. And if you are painting indoors, make sure it's in a well-ventilated area, like we've got this exhaust fan here in the paint booth. You don't want to paint in your basement or your apartment without proper ventilation. So if you're really eager to paint something, wait till it gets nice outside, preferably right around 72 degrees Fahrenheit is an ideal thermal zone for painting your own stuff.
Just an FYI, with the ScratchWizard paint, you want to apply light coats. Very light, otherwise you put it on too heavy and it will run. So just do light coats with 5-minute intervals. So I'll let this coat dry for 5 minutes and then I'll apply another coat. And we're probably looking at 3 to 4 coats max for the CaseLabs BH4.
"24 hours has transpired since the last application of paint that I applied to the CaseLabs BH4 Micro ATX case, and there is a total of 18 pieces to the case, and it took me 2.5 cans to apply 4 coats of paint. Each can is 5.64 ounces. So the next step is I'm going to apply the clear coat to the exterior pieces. I'm going to leave the chassis portion this matte finish because I like the idea of having a contrast finish between the exterior and the interior. I wanted to show you an example of what a clear coat will do for your paint finish. I've got 2 PCI slots here. This one has 4 coats of paint without a clear coat top coat on it. It's just a matte finish. This other PCI slot has 4 coats of clear on it. It gives it that wet look. Also, it brings out the color. So you can see right there, it makes that metallic paint pop more. So that's why it's important when you're using metallic paints to always apply a clear coat.
You want to do crosshatch applications so you get the best coverage possible. Crisscross, crisscross. Make it jump, jump. And have the right light so you can see how the clear is being applied nice and evenly.
Here's my CaseLabs bullet again, so you can see the final results, but we're in different lighting. We're inside my shop on my workbench now. And you can see that this color is really dark green when it's not out in the sunlight. And also note, if you want to get clear coat directly from ScratchWizard.net when you order a specific color, they offer that as well. Oh, and I should also mention, some of the stuff on my CaseLabs are not factory. I've got a stainless steel Bulgin vandal resistant switch for my power button, and then PC Tech machined aluminum case feet, and then this dash badge from a Mustang that I got off eBay to fit for my theme. Now, I'm still working on this project, and I'll post a link along with the other links in the video description if you want to see progress on this build. Because obviously there's no window in here, the liquid lines aren't hooked up yet, so this video was really about highlighting the ScratchWizard.net touch-up paint. I really liked it, and I know some people are thinking, well, at $25 a can, that's a lot of money. But again, if you're looking for a specific automotive paint color that you really like, and you want it to be a good quality paint in an aerosol can that's got plenty of pressure, the nozzle isn't going to clog, the paint dries quick, applies nice, I highly recommend this paint. Yeah, I really like it, and I'll be using it for future projects. So, in any case, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I know I haven't posted a lot of videos, been super busy at MMPC Tech, but I appreciate you watching, sharing, and liking, and you can post any comments or questions below. So, everybody have a great day today.